Well, hello guys. I thought we're going to start a new project. I'm going to install a Walthers Switch Machine, and I thought I'd go through what's involved with installing these. I have one on the workbench here that I'm going to show you how it functions, and I have a couple new ones I'm going to unbox too while we're here. So Walthers Switch Machine composed of 3 components. And I'm going to turn the camera down so you can see this. Bear with me here. See it okay. So we have a circuit board, the switch machine, and a push button. Straightforward. So the switch machine is powered by a 12-volt power supply. And right now, if you see, the light is flashing because I have the center pin connected. So when you install these, they need to be centered. You can see that on that's in the center of this throw. My lighting's not very good here. You can see that. So to make it function, you need to remove this little blue jumper right here on the back side here. Move that. And just got to reset it. There we go. Now let me turn this around so you can see that. There. So I consider this part of the switch I'm looking at as the front. And right now is what I call on the track plan straight. I push the button. Now it's moved to a diversion lane, so it shows yellow. And we do that again. It's green. So when you need to install these things into the benchwork, you need to have the center position pin jumper in place. And you gotta hold it because it's gonna pump and hit you in the arm. So we see it is in here. See, now it's centered. And you need it center to install it. So let me pause this camera, and I'm gonna move this out of the way, and I'm gonna unbox new components to see you can see what's in the box when you buy a Walthers Switch Machine. So bear with me for a minute, guys. Okay, I'm back. So the first thing you need, of course, is a switch machine. This is a vertical switch machine, part number 942-101. I prefer these most of the time. They're easy to put in. So you need a switch machine, and you crack it out of the box. And it comes with a cable. This is for setting up the turnout for drilling the hole. And you have a switch machine. Like that. And then you need a push button station. And the part number for the push button station is 942-121. It's your standard 2-button switch. And from that, other than that, you need what you call a distribution block, and that is 942-111. So I won't crack those open because I have these out here, but I'm going to set up this brand new switch. You should always test switches before you put them in. So we'll unplug this off the other one here. Get untangle this mess here. Now from the back side, and they're color coded, brown's at the bottom, and the power supply. Now if you get the power supply reverse, it won't work. You just gotta switch it around. And we'll plug in the power. and see if this new one works. So you see there, both LEDs are flashing because the center jumper is in place. So if I remove the center jumper, hit once, and where you go? Now we're left and right. There you go, yellow. That's simple. Now you can adjust the torque, the tension of the rod by adjusting this little bar right here. There's a couple of screws here, just so you can adjust. Once you get this installed on your layout, you can tweak these a little bit to get the maximum pressure on your switch, on your points. So there, that's it. But you need to remember, you need to put this jumper connector into it to install it, because it needs to be centered. Okay, so I'm going to pause this camera, I'm going to set up, and we're actually going to install a switch machine into the layout. We'll go from there, guys. Okay, guys, when you open up your Walthers Switch Machine, you're going to come with this mounting template. This is made to be installed underneath the layout so you can drill the hole so you can mount it. Well, I always find this difficult. So what I did is I threw that away and I made this template. So I drill holes into it so I can lay out the switch machine easier. And the center line is the center line of your turnout and the center line of your track. And I will mount this to on top of the cork with push pins, and I will install it. And I'll show you how I do that. I have some other tools I've created to help installing your switch machine much easier. So let me pause this, and I'm going to go in the train room and I'm going to set up the camera and I'm going to install a switch machine using this jig and not use this. This is, I find this difficult to put in because you're going to need the layout and you got to find those 4 holes and keep it switched. So I find my way much easier. So let me pause and we'll get set up, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back. So I'm going to take a marker here and I'm going to mark the center line a bit for my cork just to help lay out my template in. Just a little bit of there's a silver magic marker, I can see it better. So I'm just going to put a little bit of line here on the center line and over here. And I mark the center line across the here on the deck, on the benchwork, just so you can see it, just like that. So we're going to take this, use the cork as a guide, and there. Take some push pins. Do that. Hold it in place. Just like that. And I'm going to take a drill and I'm going to use a 3/32 drill bit. And I'm going to punch a hole through here. 1. Here. Here. And there. And one more hole to drill in the center for the throw bar, for the switch rod. My battery's getting a little weak. So now we got that in place. Now, I made up if you can see these, 4 guide rods. So we go into here. Find a hole. 1. 2. 3. And 4. That's that. Okay, I'm back. So I've just secured the rods with some tape. When you go underneath your layout, you need 2 things. You need 2 rulers because of the space. A 12-inch and a 6-inch. So I'm going to pause the camera. I'm going to try and position this camera underneath the layout so you can see what I'm doing underneath the layout for the marking for the switch. Because we all mount it from underneath. So let me a minute or 2, guys, and I'll get the camera set up. Okay, guys, I'm back. So I've got the camera pointed to the underneath the benchwork, and you can see those 4 rods sticking through the layout. So what you're going to do, you can take a straight edge, remember the line goes between 2 points, put a pressure on it, and just literally draw a line. This is going to give you your location for mounting your switch machine. Just like that. So you can see the line there. And I decided to use a 6-inch because it's a little tighter underneath the benchwork. So you put that like that. You can see my other one installed there. Just like this. Like that. That's your mounting point to your switch. So I'm going to pause the camera and I'm going to set up, because the next step is we're going to drill a hole right where the pencil is to allow for the activator rod from the switch machine to go through. Okay, guys, I'm back. So I'm going to remove my jig. We're done with this device now. So the holes, the pins are only there to allow us to drill a locating hole instead of using the template that comes with the Walthers Switch Machine. All they are is 40 thou steel wire you can get from the hobby store. That's all they are. Bent at a 90-degree bend. Just like that. And there's our hole for our switch machine. Now this is a step drill that I got. This is made, Walthers sells these in the kit. So we're going to take the drill, you can see in the picture here, and I'm going to drill a hole. Drill all the way through, and what I do to clean up the hole, I'll take a square file and I will square the hole, just to get more clearance in the bottom of the hole because of the plywood. This allows more clearance for the hole because you don't always get down straight, and drill will shift a little bit. Just like that. Done. So I'll pause the camera and I'm going to clean up, and the next step is mount the switch. Okay, guys, I'm back. So now I have the hole drilled for the switch rod. The next step is to prep the switch to install. And it's black. And what I do is I mark the crosshairs on the underseat side of the switch with orange, with a silver magic marker so you can see it. And what I'll do next, I will put on two-sided tape to this so I can install underneath the layout. So I'll show you that in a bit. And remember, This part here is the front. That's important. So give me pause this, and I'll go set up, and I'll show you what I do next. Okay, I'm back, guys. So you can see in the screen now, I've applied two-sided tape to the switch machine itself. And I'm going to eat the layout, and I'm going to line up these crosshairs to my pencil lines and stick it up. Then I'll come up above here and I will check it. See how close I am. It may take a couple tries to get it where you want it, but once it's there, then we got the tape is going to give us an extra hand to hold it there, and then we'll secure it with screws. So give me a minute, and I'm going to try and set the camera up underneath the layout again so you can see what I'm doing underneath on the floor. So give me a minute, guys. Okay, guys. So you can see underneath there. I'm going to slide this into the center. Find the hole. There we go. So you just want to line it up. Like that. And of course, gotta stay. Okay, let me try this way. Bear with me. Let's look and see how close we got it. And you line up your marks with the silver line to your pencil lines. And that's got two. And that's the other one. So you want to just put some pressure under it so it stays there. And we'll see how it goes. So we're in. Now go up the top. I'll show you it after. We're going to look at the top for the alignment. And a number 0, a number 4 wood screw, 1/2 inch long. And lost the screw. And that's one. So I'll continue with this, putting your screws in, and I'll pause the camera for now, but you get the general idea what we're up against. Okay, I'm back. So the switch is in, and you can see there it's pretty well centered in the marks. I had to prep the switch. What I do is drill out the nail holes, kind of nailing my switch in, and you need to remove the spring. I've not done that yet. And you have to use the centering yoke to keep the switch points center. And we put it on like that. And we'll tack it in place. And we'll give it a test. So let me get a tool to remove that spring. And we'll spike it down and we'll test it out. So give me a minute, guys. Okay, but I removed the spring. So put it on the pin there. And I'm going to get some nails. And I'll tack this down. So just give me a 1/2 second here. I'll get some nails. And I'll tack it down. I'm going to tack down to 2 spots for now until I get the rest of the track in. Just like that. And center it on the track line. That and one here. Rid of that. So you notice it's still double flashing. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove that jumper. I'm going to need a layout to get that off. It's out. Hit it. And then that's straight. And that's diversion. So we're done. So that's my method of installing a switch machine for Walthers. Don't lose this little thing. If you ever want to take it out, you need this little jumper. And tools I use, I use a number 4 by 1/2 inch wood screw. Now up here in Canada we use a Robertson. It's a yellow handled screwdriver. But in the US you're going to find Phillips. And this is a switch I had already in service, so it's already cut to length. But if you get a new one, you just got to take a piece of diagonal cutters, cut it off close to the switch, and trim it with a little Dremel grinder. But we're in. A few tacks here, and we're off to the races. Now I can finish the track. Now, Walthers switches come, they're only drilled halfway. You have to drill the holes all the way through before you nail them in. I did that off camera. Yeah. I'll get a nail set and I'll set these nails in correctly. But there she's working. So remember, the front of the switch, I'll get the other one. The front is the front. If you do that, when you have straight away, the green button, the green light will show being straight to your main line. The other way, diversion to your siding. Well, that's it, guys. Now I'm going to put this together and see how it turns out. Well, guys, that completes the installation of a Walthers switch machine. This is the way that I do it. I find it easier for me to do. It's not foolproof, but I find it easy. I think each time I install one, I find ways to improve it. So the next one may be easier. We'll look at different ways. I know I had some issues with the two-sided tape not sticking, and I found that was because I didn't clean the fibers from drilling the hole a bit, so I corrected that. So I think it's a learning curve, but that's what I got done so far. Next step is finish the track to the bridge, and I'll do that maybe tomorrow. I'll get started on that. Well, not too bad. I only got a length and a half track to put in. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button, and until next time, guys, bye for now.